All right, well, super disappointed for our players. They played hard. They gave great effort. We played incredible on defense. It's hard to lose a game when you play that well on defense. Our guys prepared all week well. They were focused. We just didn't play well at all on offense, really, really poor. Didn't run the ball effectively again. And then when we got stuff going, we would either shoot ourselves in the foot with a turnover or a penalty. And yeah, like I told him, man, I did a really poor job for him today. Yeah, it's just that simple. I hate it for him because I had to be better for him, and I wasn't. So.
What is it about just the day offensively that stands out to you that you're taking that ownership that I need to be better and things?
Yeah,
like
they
that?
did a good job. They had a good plan, and it wasn't like stuff we weren't expecting or prepared for, but they executed it a lot better than we executed ours. You know, we were really bad on early downs. We never got going in drives. We were bad on P&10. We felt like we were in 2nd and 10 every drive. Then we were in 3rd and long. And they did change up some stuff on 3rd down, but they were a good defense coming in. I mean, they did a really nice job of not letting us get out on the edges and keeping us from being explosive, and we weren't able to grind it out. And then even when we got opportunities, you know, with short fields, we really weren't able to take advantage of it. So I'd say that, and I just wasn't able to find the right buttons to push to get us over the hump.
The defense forcing 5 turnovers, 2 fumbles in the red zone. What can you say about just their performance and how they've grown?
Incredible effort, winning football. You know, we didn't have Cam today, and those guys stepped up. Right before the play, they went out and actually got the 3rd down and then fumbled the next play. But the way Kilgore was leading them and talking on the sidelines, they just kept playing, man. We did not deserve to win as a team, but our guys played hard, and our defense deserved to win. And offensively, our kids cared. They tried. We didn't play well, but I didn't put them in a good enough position.
How much was your play sheet shortened at all by Johnson and Hibner?
You know, we don't not call plays based on who's in there too much. I mean, it changes some things. You know, we lost Hibner, we lost CJ, we lost Logan Parr, we lost Savion Byrd. Those are the 4 I know about during the game. You know, we were beat up, but that's not an excuse. So, you know, those guys got to be ready, and it's no different than a backup quarterback. Backup at every position's got to pop in, and knowing what to do is one thing. Executing it in the game is different. But you know, without looking at film, I don't know how much that was or wasn't the issue. Like I said, they did a really good job of suffocating us all day, and we weren't able to grind it out the way we needed to.
On special teams, gave up a couple of blocks, maybe a couple of poor punts. Talk a little bit about just what happened to that.
Yeah. It ended up in an ugly game, probably being the difference. You know, we shanked the punt early, gave them 3 points. We shanked another one and somehow got out of it. I don't remember how. The difference is the game, we had an extra point blocked. And so, you know, we settled down and punted better after those first couple. Even forced a turnover on one, I think. But, yeah, I mean, we missed 1 field goal. We got an extra point block. We either shanked or got one partially blocked. We've been pretty good there, and we weren't. So, like I said, we didn't deserve to win as a team. We did the things that get you beat, particularly on special teams on offense.
You talked so much about finishing the season. And I know the game is very different than the Clemson game, but kind of a similar end, one play, a long field goal. You know, what's kind of the message to prevent that in the future?
A lot of these games come down to the end. That's what's going to happen. Obviously, we got the huge turnover, and I know you have to run it. You can't risk throwing an incompletion there. We did everything other than get a first down right to 12 seconds, and in the one poor play we probably had the entire day, you know, and credit the kid, he got it through, and we gave him a chance to do that. But, yeah, there's not much to say, guys. They beat us. They earned it. They beat us. You know, I didn't do a very good job, so it's my fault. And that's not coach speak.
Why do you say it's your fault?
Because I'm the head coach. It's my job to have them ready. It's my job to fix issues in the game. It's my job to put guys in position to be successful. It's my job when things aren't going well to get our guys to pull out of it. The one thing they did, they kept playing, they kept fighting. So, but that's the kind of kids we have. But at the end of the day, if we win, great. If we don't, it's my fault. I mean, I'm the head coach, and I've got to find ways for us to win. And I call the plays on offense, so, you know.
Yeah. Anything else? No.
Longest win streak active in the country comes to an end today. How do you reset and get ready for the upcoming conference schedule?
Yeah, I mean, you know, this team had a 3-game streak going on. Everybody talked about the streak. 20 was incredible. Not worried about that right now. I'm worried about the fact that our locker room is hurt, and you know we had a lot of momentum. And it's going to be a real challenge. Probably the biggest challenge we've faced at this level now, because because we lost our first regular season conference game, because this was our 4th straight game. Last year, the only time we had 4 straight was the Clemson game at the end, because we always, you know, it was a triple bye year. But we still got 2 more games before we get an off week, and we're beat up. You know, we didn't have Cam, we didn't have Smoke again on defense. We lost a ton of guys on offense. Who knows who will be available next week? Obviously, we got an incredible opponent coming to town, and then we got a road game all the way back to the Northeast Coast after that. And so the toll of a season, you know, this is kind of what we always said: as you go into this level, the depth, the wear and tear, the week in, week out is what's different. So how are we able to respond? It's a little easier when you win, because you got the momentum of that. It was going to be hard either way, physically. So, you know, and then for our kids, they prepared well this week, and they were ready to play. They weren't not ready to play. They put everything they had into it, their heart into it, and didn't get what they wanted. And so now, you know, everybody, it's part of our game. You got to respond to wins and losses. But how we respond with 2 tough games left before we even get a breather will be a big moment for us, because it's going to be a big challenge. I'm pretty confident in the players we have and the staff we have that will respond well. You know, we even though this game didn't go the way we wanted, we need a full Ford Stadium on Saturday. We really do. Our fans can give our team a lift. Our fans, and I know they'll be there, but we need that, because the challenge is great for the next couple of weeks, and then we get a chance to offset, and we got 2 more after that. So we're halfway through the conference season at 3-1. There's a lot to play for, even though right now the way the game went today, it obviously it's hard to take right now.
How was Kevin physically going into this one, and did that impact any of the?
Yeah, he wasn't very mobile. It's probably like Missouri State and TCU. He was able to play. He got a little bit better as the week went on. And then you saw the sack fumble, you know, was the play of this game that it got re-aggravated. But, yeah, so physically he wasn't able to move, but he was able to play. Obviously we didn't play very well.